Evening. "90 years old on this very day, Pete Seeger is, to me, the mythic American, a balladeer who's also managed to live the life of a frontiersman in the 21st century. Who else do we know built his own home with his hands, tilled the soil for most of the food he and his beloved wife Toshi and their 3 children required, and managed to be as staunch and vocal and effective a citizen as this country has ever known? For the better part of a century, Pete Seeger has stood up for the country he loves, expressing his soul in his music, and he never failed to fault his country when he felt it was going down the wrong path. Citizenship to Pete Seeger has been a lifelong question of staying in his country's face with either a love song or a rallying cry to change direction. In a letter received today from President Barack Obama, the president wishes Pete a happy birthday and says of him, "Pete Seeger voiced the hopes and dreams of everyday people in his art, and he thanks him for his tireless efforts and dedication to not only creating great music, but also a better world for our children and our grandchildren." Personally, I could never know a prouder moment than this one for me. Here with amazing grace is Pete Seeger.
First, I want to thank all these extraordinary musicians for singing for us, singing for free, they say. And I hope that what we do here tonight will inspire others to keep on raising money for Clearwater through the years, through the decades, through the centuries. Now, I'm going to lead a song. I'm not going to sing on it, hardly at all. I'm going to give you the words so you can sing it. And you're going to sing in harmony. Let me give you an example of what good harmony sounds like. Everybody down here, hum this note. And when you run out of breath, take a new breath and keep on humming that same note. Everybody over here is... Everybody over here. Now, everybody open your mouth. If you hear somebody near you singing a good tenor part or bass part or soprano or alto, experiment. There's no such thing as a wrong note as long as you're singing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Sing great. Where's the tenors? How sweet is the basses. That saved a wretch like me. ceaseless life. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
I first met him when I was about 16 in Chicago, and for some reason the concert got canceled, but Pete, being the kind of guy he is, he wouldn't let the audience go away without hearing something. So he stood out on the loading dock and he played an impromptu concert for all the kids. And I was there, I had my banjo with me. I had a Pete Seeger long neck Vega banjo, you know, and I just took it everywhere. I was such a big fan. There was no way I was going to jam with him or anything. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had it with me anyway. And after a couple of songs, he started to take questions from the kids. And I said, "Why do you think you're so popular?" He said, "Well, I think it's because I get people singing, and when they hear themselves, they like me." So.
What do you want? Oh.
Hello, Oscar.
Hey, Tom.
Oscar the Grouch.
Oh. What are all these people doing here? I thought we were going to be at the Fresh Kills landfill.
No, this is Pete Seeger's 90th birthday sing-along. We are in Madison Square Garden.
Holy smoke. He's only 90? I thought he was 100.
I got a song. You want to help me sing along?
I never sing. Well, at least I don't feel like it tonight.
Actually, this is a good song for you because you can just complain.
Hey, I love to complain.
Mr. Thompson calls the waiter, orders steak and baked potato. He leaves the bone and gristle and he never eats the skin.
I like that part.
The busboy comes and takes it, with a cough contaminates it, puts it in a can with coffee grounds and sardine tins.
I love that stuff.
And the truck comes by on Friday and carts it all away. 1,000 trucks just like it are converging on the bay. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. That's your part too, try it. Garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up the sea with garbage. Garbage, garbage. What will we do when there's no place left to put all the garbage? Garbage, 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 garbage. Mr. Thompson starts his Cadillac and winds it down the freeway track, leaving friends and neighbors in a hydrocarbon haze. He's joined by lots of smaller cars, all sending gases to the stars. There they form a seething cloud that hangs for 30 days. And the sun licks down into it with an ultraviolet tongue. It turns into smog and then it settles in our lungs. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up the sky with garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when there's nothing left to breathe but garbage? Garbage, 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 garbage. Oscar.
Yeah.
This song was written by Bill Steele.
Really?
But the last verse was written by Mike Agranoff and Pete Seeger.
When did he write it?
I think like 1969.
Really? I thought it was new.
In Mr. Thompson's factory, they're making plastic Christmas trees, complete with silver tinsel and a geodesic stand. From plastics mixed in giant vats, from sun conglomeration that's been piped from deep within the earth or strip mined from the land. And if you ask them questions, they say, why can't you see it's absolutely needed for the economy? Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. Their stocks and their bonds, all garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. What will they do when their system goes to smash? There's no value to their cash. There's no money to be made, and there's a world to be repaid. Their kids will read in history books about financiers and other crooks, feudalism and slavery, nukes and all their knavery. To history's dustbin they're consigned, along with all the other kinds of garbage, 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 garbage. Oscar, you got the last word.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
You know.
Oh, yeah. Garbage! Okay. Bye. Have a rotten evening. Ow!
It's really an honor to be up here on the stage at the 90th birthday of one of the most long-lasting fighters for human justice, for freedom. I want to introduce the girl who's going to be singing with me up here, and that's Ani DeFranco. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. There's a hole.
Well, fix it, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie. Go fix it, dear Willie, fix it.
Well, how shall I fix it, dear Liza, dear Liza? But how shall I fix it, dear Liza? But how?
With straw, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie, with straw, dear Willie, with straw.
But how shall I cut it, dear Liza, dear Liza? But how shall I cut it, dear Liza? But how?
With an axe, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie, with an axe. Dear Willie, with an axe.
But the axe needs sharpening, dear Liza, dear Liza. But the axe needs sharpening, and my name ain't Willie.
Well, go sharpen it, whatever your name is. Go sharpen it, why don't you just sharpen it, dear Willie, Willie.
Sharpen it? Oh, but how shall I sharpen it, dear Liza, dear Liza? How shall I sharpen it, dear Liza? But how?
Try a stone, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie, with a stone, dear Willie, with a stone.
but the stone needs water, dear Liza, dear Liza. The stone needs water, dear Liza, it needs water.
Well, fetch it, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie. Go fetch it, dear Willie, fetch it.
But how shall I fetch it, dear Liza, but how shall I fetch it, dear Liza, but how?
With a bucket, dear Willie, dear Willie, dear Willie. With a bucket, dear Willie, with bucket.
But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, there's a hole. Thank you.
I think it's a beautiful thing to celebrate him in full force with him, you know, and try to pour a little bit of love back into Pete, you know, that he's been pouring into the world for 90 years.
You need to understand something. Pete's 90th birthday is like the 50th birthday for most people. This is not a big deal. His family lives till like they're 200 or something. I'm telling you, he's just getting started.
Long live Pete Seeger. And long live Toshi. I wonder, do you remember this song? Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes, little boxes, little boxes all the same. And there's a green one,
And a pink one,
and a blue one,
and a yellow one,
and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. And the people in the houses all go to the university, and they all put in boxes, and they all come out the same. And there's doctors,
and there's lawyers,
and there's business executives, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. And they all play on the golf course and drink their martinis dry.
and they all have pretty children, and the children go to school.
And the children go to summer camp
And then to the university,
and they're all get put in boxes, and they all come out the same. And the boys go into business and marry and raise a family, and boxes, little boxes, all the same. And there's a green one,
and a pink one,
and a red one, and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. And they're all made out of ticky-tacky.
The whole idea of Pete of getting people to sing along is that larger metaphor of like, get busy and work with those nearest to you. Work together, sing together, fight together for those values that we hold to be true.
This is one of those songs Pete would sing with his audience. So we're going to ask you to sing along. We'll know the words. One, two, three. Michael, on the bottom.
trim the sails. Hallelujah. Sister, help to trim the sail. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore.
Jordan's river is deep and wide. Hallelujah. Meet my mother on the other side.
Hallelujah. Jordan River is chilly and cold. Hallelujah. Chills the body, but not the soul. Hallelujah.
Michael's boat is a music boat. Hallelujah. Michael's boat is a music boat. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael row the boat ashore.
Thanks, Pete.
Freedom, 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 freedom. Sometimes I feel just like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like I'm a motherless child. Sometimes I feel just like I'm a motherless child. A long way from my home. Freedom, 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 freedom. Sometimes I feel just like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm a long way from my home. Clap your hands, 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 clap your hands. I got a telephone in my bosom. I can call them up from my heart. I've got a telephone in my bosom, and I can call them up from my heart when I need my brother, sister, mother, father, mother. Sometimes I feel just like I'm a motherless child, a motherless child, a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Oh, but I'm just living like I'm almost home. All is home, all is home, all is home.
We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Brothers, sisters, all. Every rung goes higher, higher. Every rung goes higher, higher. Every rung goes higher, higher. Brothers, sisters, all. And we are dancing Sarah's circle. We are dancing Sarah's circle. We are dancing Sarah's circle. Sisters, brothers, sisters, brothers, all. We're climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Brothers, sisters, all. Every round a generation. Every round a generation. Every round a generation. Every round a generation. Brothers, sisters, all. are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Brothers, sisters, all.
During the turbulent times of the 60s, I was in my teens, the world was changing. I was out on the street like a lot of people my age, and there would be Pete out there playing and singing, and of course, I'd grab a guitar or something and play right along with him, and we started playing together and singing together at demonstrations and meetings, and whether it was the anti-war thing, clean the water, fix the trees, save the whales, burn the lingerie, whatever was going on, you know, he was there.
Don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. You know, if I could, I should and would stand on the rock that Moses stood. The Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Well, one of these days, about 12 o'clock, this whole world on a wheel and rock, 'cause Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. The Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. You know Moses stood on the Red Sea shore, smoting that water with a 2x4. The Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Brothers and sisters, don't you cry. There'll be good times by and by. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
God gave Noah the rainbow sign. No more water but fire in this town. 'Cause Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, help us out. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Whoa.
cannot think of two different people than Pete Seeger and my dad, Woody Guthrie. My dad was a little guy. Pete was a tall guy. My dad was totally unmanageable, and Pete was fairly organized. Well, they might have been different in a lot of ways, but they had one thing that was about the same. They believed in the power of people singing songs to change the world, to do things that political speeches alone or that books or that art cannot do. There's a feeling when people are singing together that changes everything. It changes the inside and it changes everything outside of you. That power, that change is something that we're here celebrating tonight. Thank you, Pete, for teaching us what it means to be singing together. It takes a worried man, sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long.
Went across the river and I laid down to sleep. Went across the river and I laid down to sleep. I went across the river, I laid down to sleep. When I woke up, I had shackles on my feet. I asked the judge, what might be my fine? Asked the judge, what's gonna be my fine? Asked that judge, what's gonna be my fine? 21 years on the Rocky Mountain line.
It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Down that track as far as I could see. I looked down that track just as far as I could see. I looked down that track just as far as I could see. With a little bitty hand that was waving back at me. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It's a worried man to sing a worried song. Worried now, but I won't be worried long. One more time. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Worried now, but I won't be worried long.
He is the most patriotic American I've ever met. He sees in this country an ideal that he has fought for generations, for more years than most of us have been alive.
In a real sense, he is what we all know is right and what we all think could be better, a shared planet and a clean planet and respect for one another.
If I didn't think music could help save the human race, I wouldn't be making music.
I said, hey,
that you're too young to go. There's no freedom to be found, lying face up in the ground. Say, hey, 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 gather round the stone. 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 Ashes from an unfinished life for all that's left. In a teardrop shaped locket hanging from his mother's chest. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Till it bleeds an oil stream. Then you sail down upon it in your killing machine. Say, hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Old men who send children off to die in vain, they will hear death's constant whisper call, remember my name. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. Hey, 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 gather round the stone. That's my mom, and that's my aunt, and that's Tom Morello. Thank you, guys.
This is a letter to Pete. Dear Pete, dear brother, I have an entire gallery of nourishing pictures in my head, snapshots from the past 74 years, and you are in so many of them. I'd like to give a lot of them, but there's only time for one. I've chosen a summer in Beacon. A summer in Beacon when I was 16 and you and Toshi were building the cabin. Friends and family and fans come to help. New York City greenhorns and tenderfeet arrive, totally unprepared for copperhead snakes, bears, mosquitoes, and clouds of biting insects. No eensy-weensy spiders here. The Beacon spiders were gargantuan, not one of them less than 6 inches across. They crept into your tent during the day, and they fell out when you shook your sleeping bag. That's the spiders falling on the floor. They make dents in it. And that's the spiders running away. I swear those spiders wore boots. You sweep the flashlight around in the dark. And there they are, staring balefully at you like eyes like signals on a railroad line. Some of the newcomers leave on the morning train. Another lot come on the afternoon train. Lots of them stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed, and Toshi's feeding everybody, cooking in an enormous pot over an open fire with her children playing around her. There's tree felling, logs scraping, ring of axes, buzz of saws, hammer, 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 hammer. The work didn't stop even after you couldn't see what you were doing. Dear Pete, thanks for the speakers you put all over the hillside so that we could have music while we worked. They were mostly folkways records, you know what they now call world music? But you had world noises. Dear Pete and Toshi, do you remember the night you put on a record of sounds of the Amazon jungle and the African desert at 3 o'clock in the morning? And you turned the volume up to maximum? Howler monkeys, tigers, and lions, and bird calls reminiscent of pterodactyls. We pour out of our tents, terror-stricken. And there you are with your banjo, singing, wake up, lazy workers. What makes you sleep so sound? And of course, we all join in the chorus. Because when you sing with Pete, it's like the angel choirs sitting in your seat. It's the absolute truth. I don't tell a lie. He'll make you want to sing till the day you die. Because I knew this guy thought he couldn't learn the tune and the words of turn, turn, turn. Well, he died. But just the other day, they buried him in the usual way. That was 6 feet down, grass on top, the way they do when your clock has stopped. Well, I passed his grave, you know that one with the urn, and he's underground singing turn, turn, turn. And I bet he's down there singing it yet. Pete Seeger songs are hard to forget. Okay. Dear Pete, dear brother, you didn't change my life. You were a deep formative part of it, a guiding force. You and the songs helped set me on a good path, and you walked a good ways of it beside me. You are what a brother should be. I'm proud to be your sister. I'm privileged to have been part of your life and to help carry the message on. I love you, Pete. We love you, Pete. And the glorious, indelible memories are our thanks. Thank you.
When I was out in the birds, I developed this kind of picking style that was a direct result of playing the 5-string banjo. It was kind of a rolling arpeggio thing that sounded like a lot of chimes and jingle. They called it a jingle jangle sound. Well, somebody asked me if I knew the song Turn, 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 and I started playing it with this jingle jangle thing, and they said, hey, that's something to record. We ought to record that. So we did.
to everything. Turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And daytime to every purpose under heaven. The time to build up, the time to break down, the time to dance, the time to mourn, the time to cast away stones, the time to gather stones together. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And daytime to every purpose under heaven. The time of love, the time of hate, the time of war, the time of peace, the time you may embrace, the time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And daytime to every purpose under heaven. The time to gain, the time to lose, the time to rest, the time to sow, the time for love, the time for hate, the time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
The first time I ever picked up a guitar and just became passionate about music was through folk music, and Pete was such a big part of that. And he really is an example for us all. No matter what kind of music you play, you understand that music is a gift, and it's all about giving back.
Just when I thought all was lost, you changed my mind. You gave me hope, not just the old soft soap, show that we could learn to share in time. You and me and Rockefeller, I'll keep plugging on. Your face will shine through all our tears. And when we sing another little victory song, precious friend, you will be there, singing in harmony. Precious friend, you will be there. just when all was lost, you changed my mind. Was lost, you changed. You gave me hope, not just the old soft soap. You gave me hope, not just the old you showed that we could learn to share. Share time, you and me and Rockefeller. I'll keep love. Your face will shine through all our tears. Your face will shine through all our tears. When we sing another little victory song. When we sing another little victory song. Precious friend, you will be there. Singing in harmony. Precious friend, you will be
Hello, what a night. I'm Dave Matthews. My mother named me David, so I should probably introduce myself as David Matthews. First concert I ever went to, I went with my mother, and it was to see Pete Seeger. I used to live near Croton. I'm gonna try to get it right. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. If the ocean was whiskey and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and never come up. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. Live on Clinch Mountain, wander alone, as drunk as the devil, so leave me alone. I'm drunk as the devil, so leave me alone. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. Oh, surely I'll die. Give me my rye whiskey, oh, surely I'll die. I eat when I'm hungry, I drink when I'm dry, and if a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. If a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. Don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. Thank you very much.
Pete Seeger, happy birthday.
As Pete and I traveled to Washington for President Obama's inaugural celebration, he told me the entire story of We Shall Overcome, how it moved from a labor movement song and with Pete's inspiration had been adopted by the civil rights movement. And that day as we sang This Land Is Your Land, I looked at Pete. The first black president of the United States was seated to his right. I thought of the incredible journey that Pete had taken. You know, my own growing up in the 60s, town scarred by race rioting, made that moment nearly unbelievable. And Pete had 30 extra years of struggle and real activism on his belt. He was so happy that day. It was like, Pete, you outlasted the bastards, man. You just outlasted them. It was so nice. At rehearsals the day before, it was freezing. It was like 15 degrees. And Pete was there. He had his flannel shirt on. I said, man, you better wear something besides that flannel shirt. He said, yeah, I got my long johns on under this thing. And I asked him, I said, how do you want to approach This Land Is Your Land? And all he said was, well, I know I want to sing all the verses. You know, I want to sing all the ones that Woody wrote, especially the two that get left out, you know, about private property in the relief office. And I thought, of course, you know, that's what Pete's done his whole life. He sings all the verses all the time, especially the ones that we'd like to leave out of our history as a people. You know? At some point, Pete Seeger decided he'd be a walking, singing reminder of all of America's history. He'd be a living archive of America's music and conscience, a testament of the power of song to nudge history along, to push American events towards more humane and justified ends. He would have the audacity and the courage to sing in the voice of the people. Now, despite Pete's somewhat benign grandfatherly appearance, you know, he is a creature of a stubborn, defiant, and nasty optimism. He carries, inside him, he carries a steely toughness that belies that grandfatherly facade, and it won't let him take a step back from the things he believes in. At 90, he remains a stealth dagger through the heart of our country's illusions about itself. Pete Seeger still sings all the verses all the time. And he reminds us of our immense failures as well as shining a light towards our better angels and the horizon where the country we've imagined and hold dear, we hope, awaits us. And on top of it, he never wears it on his sleeve. He's become comfortable and casual in this immense role. The song that Tommy Morello and I are about to sing, I wrote it in the mid-90s, and it started as a conversation I was having with myself. It was an attempt to regain my own moorings. And its last verse is the beautiful speech that Tom Joad whispers to his mother at the end of The Grapes of Wrath. It says, wherever there's a cop beating a guy, wherever a hungry newborn baby cries, wherever there's a fight against the blood and the hatred in the air, look for me, Mom. I'll be there. Well, Pete has always been there. So, for me, that speech is always aspirational. For Pete, it's simply been a way of life. The singer in my song is in search of the ghost of Tom Joad, the spirit who has the guts and the toughness to fight for and live their ideals. Well, I'm happy to report that that spirit, the very ghost of Tom Joad, is with us in the flesh tonight. He'll be on the stage momentarily. He's going to look an awful lot like your granddad who wears flannel shirts and funny hats. He's going to look like your granddad if your granddad could kick your ass. So this is for Pete. Come on out, Tommy. Been walking along the railroad tracks. Going someplace there's no going back. Highway patrol choppers coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a campfire under the bridge. Shelter line stretching around the corner. Welcome to the new world order. Families sleeping in their cars in the Southwest. No home, no job, no peace, no rest. Well, the highway is alive tonight, but where it's headed, everybody knows. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, searching for the ghost of Tom Joad.
He pulls a prayer book out of his sleeping bag. Preacher lights up a butt and takes a drag, waiting for when the last shall be first and the first shall be last. In a cardboard box neath the underpass, they got a one-way ticket to the promised land. They got a hole in your belly and a gun in your hand. Sleeping on a pillow of solid rock, bathed in the city's aqueduct. Well, the highway is alive tonight. Where it's headed, everybody knows. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, waiting on the ghost of Tom Joad.
Tom said, Mom, wherever there's a cop beating a guy, wherever a hungry newborn baby cries, where there's a fight against the blood and hatred in the air, look for me, Mom, I'll be there.
Wherever somebody's fighting for a place to stand, for a decent job or a helping hand, wherever somebody's struggling to be free, look in their eyes, Mom, you'll see me. Yeah. Well, the highway is alive tonight, though nobody's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of Tom Joad. Well, the highway is alive tonight, but it's kidding nobody about where it goes. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light, with the ghost of old Tom Joad, with the ghost of old Tom Joad, with the ghost of old Tom Joad.
artists that are interested in social justice or social change, you know, he's a beacon. I will never lead that life. I can only aspire to some of the parts of it. And I'm not sure if anyone will again. He's just a unique figure. There's not going to be another Pete Seeger.
As I was walking that ribbon of highway,
as I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw the
endless skyway,
that endless skyway
below me.
I saw below
Golden Valley
and Golden Valley.
Sing it!
This land was made for you and me.
Everybody!
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me.
In the squares of the city, by the shadow of the steeple, and relief office, I saw my people. I stood there hungry. I stood there whistling. Hey, what do you whistle? This land was made for you and me. Was a great high wall there. Tried to stop me. Great big sign there. Said private property. But on the other side, didn't say nothing. That side was made. Nobody living. Never stopped me. As I go walking, Freedom Highway. Nobody living. Make me turn back.
This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island.
Want to get his brother John, his sister Peggy, my mother Mika, my aunt Tina, my cousin Cassie. Just come on up here. Grandpa, come over here, man. Come over here, Grandpa.
My older brother John is 95. He taught me how to sing in harmony.
If I'm 95, Pete's gonna live to be 100.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I take a great notion. Jump in the river and drown. Harmony, Aryden.